What's up, everybody? This is Kyle from the Arcade Hack doing my second episode of the Demon Hunter Hardcore Progression. So we're going to get right back into it here, right where I left off, and see what we can do today.
Thanks to you and your
Some new boots. Damn, that toughness increase.
the skeleton.
Alright, sorry if I skipped through the story. You guys just have to play through it on your own. If you're watching this video, I'm assuming you've played through the game already, but yeah, it's a great game. If you haven't played it, you should. So get on that shit.
Blacksmith. Deckard Cain said.
Thank you. Follow me.
Alright, so we get down here. Break this door down. Everyone's starting to turn into zombies.
My friends, I'm sorry.
Sorrow won't save your town.
I enjoy that they actually gave the crafters, like the jewel crafter and the blacksmith in this game, they actually gave them cool backstories as well.
Mira, my love.
Seems makes the whole main quest seem more like a joint effort where you're actually with a group and everything else. Now we gotta kill his wife. There we go, that rapid fire. Ah.
I couldn't have done this. You'll find his tomb in a cemetery in the Weeping Hollow.
More
And if you
damage,
see
more
my poor
toughness.
apprentice out there, tell him to get back to town.
Yeah, I was just saying, even your companions that you get later on, I like how they made companions more viable. In my opinion, I never used companions in the other game. It was too much work to keep them alive. I find this one here, they did a really good job of them. It was cool that they gave them their own unique stories and everything else. But kill the Scroopy. Rapid fire just makes you so much more, like, as Demon Hunter, so much more overpowered at low levels. I mean, later on, it's still not bad, but, I mean, there you get better abilities. I mean, I know the build I was using pre-expansion for Demon Hunter was just a lot of... I pretty much had my right and left click ability as damage, and everything else I had was all survivability. It was all just about, you know, getting away from situations, controlling the situation, just a lot of basically a lot of utility and not so much damage, but it was good for soloing when I did like monster power and everything else. I do miss just being like a hardcore Zerg though. It's so tempting some days. Even now, I think I still have quite a few damaging abilities, but I still have I think 2 out of my 4 abilities are still passives. Or not passives, but yeah, survivability and utility abilities, but it's starting to lag a bit here. It's shitty. It's all this crazy brick road here. Kill more zombies. Go around here. I enjoy it too, even like the stuff you can't click will actually break, so like if I shoot near these tombstones and stuff like that, I'll actually break them. Did a really good job of the environment. I think eventually what I'd like to see, I enjoy how they made the achievement system in this game, but eventually what I'd like to see is they actually make a universal Blizzard achievement system. So like how you have Battle.net now, where you can see if you're playing this or StarCraft or World of Warcraft. I think they need to just like, I mean, it took me, I called it and wanted them to do like achievement points based on account in World of Warcraft for the longest time, and they finally did it. Now I think they just need to take it one step further and make like an overall achievement system. So it's basically like Xbox, right? I mean, that's essentially what they're trying to mimic. It's having achievement point systems so you can see what you've done and people can compare and, you know, flex in front of other people and say how amazing they are. But I think they just need to make it all one, so in that way it is like your Battle.net account is an actual account. It's not like, oh, I have this many in D3, this many in StarCraft. Because, I mean, you wouldn't describe yourself like that to another player. You wouldn't be like, well, I have this many points, and so you'd be like, it's so much easier to just be like, well, I'm a this many thousand achievement point player. I mean, it's so much easier to really, I don't know. So to me, it's so much more of an easier way to just actually compare yourself and tell other people, you know, how much you're doing. And they can kind of get what you're doing there as well. Plus, for people like me who are really competitive when it comes to achievement points, I think it's an incentive to almost buy more. Like, because right now I don't play StarCraft. I never had any interest in it. I mean, I played a lot of Warcraft as an RTS, but I never had any interest in StarCraft. But like, you know, if it meant later on where people are like, oh, well, I have this many achievement points, and I knew I was just lacking on some easy ones in there, I actually might, you know, get suckered into buying it just for achievement points, which is sad, but it's sad truth, unfortunately.
My hatred is too low.
I am glad they got rid of the auction house in this game though, because it was good for things like crafting maps and everything else. But I don't know, gear-wise, it really just, as the common term is described as, the game became just pay to win. As long as you had the money, you could just, you know, throw all your money at it and still be, you know, basically be top-notch gear if you had the money for it. Which again doesn't really make the game that fair either.
Arkan gathered the most devout, driven, and martial Zakarum adherents. He taught them.
Sorry if I keep skipping these little side videos, but
Nearby.
I can't stand listening to those over and over and over again. Here we go. Or breaking down. I enjoy how they have a lot of little side bosses like this too, where it's like, I don't know, not necessarily an event-driven thing, but yeah, it's just, you know, I mean, realistically, if you're some sort of like demon lord, I mean, you're gonna have things protecting you, and I think they did a really good job in terms of, you know, making everything feel a lot more, I won't say necessarily natural, but it's a little bit more logical in a sense. You know, another 23% damage. Getting up there. I hate using crossbows though. They just look stupid. Well, you look a bitch right now. Jesus. That's another thing I'm worried about is with playing hardcore. It's like, you know, there's a lot of times where there's clutch situations. If you lag, you're gonna die. That's not it's not a particularly fun situation to be in either.
No, I will not allow you to bring that monster Leoric back to this world.
Go. See this new belt. Go. Getting some damages. Now I get town portal. Perfect.
I am returning to town.
I know most people will disagree with me on this, but I think the story in this one, I think, is a lot... In some ways, it's a lot better, I find, than Diablo 2, but Diablo 2 certainly does have its merit. I enjoyed the fact where you're following the journey where you always seem to be one step behind, and then you finally kind of catch up. But I found this one here is a lot more... There was a lot more event-driven story, and, you know, you're going here to do this so that you could do this, and there's a lot more multi-step storyline, not just, oh, go here, you're just following some footsteps, or you're just following this path. And I enjoy that they actually had some more, I guess, context to the game. Alrighty, here we go. Talk to Hedrig or whatever his name is.
Think you'd make it back alive?
Get him to fucking forge the shit.
Get to work again. There. New as the day it was placed upon the Black King's head. I need something more than making spades.
God, I'm just lagging. Fucking crazy. It's actually downgraded, weird. Talk to Kane to sell.
I've got some brand new goods you might be Found some interesting things on my latest dig. You should take a look.
Not gonna lie, I'm gonna sell all this stuff because I really just don't really need any of it. Let's go to the Cathedral Garden here, and then we're gonna find this other place. I'm gonna go in here and use this crown and get by and continue. Alright, here we go. Finally back out. My computer stops fucking dying. Oh, yeah, I actually have to get the crown to open the door. It's got a cool little animation right in here, which is fucking awesome. And I love how they have these little, as you'll see as I play through, the little events that they've made in the game, which are great source of EXP, and also it's kind of cool to see what's kind of going on around what you're doing. I think most of them are the best ones are done in the third act, with you know, like on the battlefronts and stuff like that, with more of war scene kind of driven ones, which are pretty awesome. Even in the new expansion, those ones are really well done as well. To see all the shit that's going down, you know, in this area, in the area, because it's you know, people are afraid of death and just pillaging and looting and all kinds of cool, like, not cool stuff, but all kinds of different stuff going on. Here's the situations I don't want to find myself in. Got pinned in a corner.
I am renewed.
Blast these guys down now. There we go. Finally, shit. Downgrade again. Damn. You get your break now. Fallen Star. Pretty badass, actually. Some champs. Vortex, which shouldn't be too hard. Unless they do that like assholes.
I am renewed. become more formidable.
There you go. Fucking shit up.
When the Crusaders had
I got myself a hood too. Look like a badass little Red Riding Hood now. Getting ready to really fuck someone's day up. Alright, to end here, I'm gonna go back the other way. Alright, finding our way out. Hate fucking resin mobs. So fucking annoying. I was just this is where my diving in usually comes to screw me, because usually every time I see those resin mobs, I just book it through everything, and then I'm like trying to kill them, and I kill them, and then I'm like, oh cool, there's, you know, like 30 mobs around me now. Great.
Maintain your incantation. Ave Magistros. Your magic is weakening. I am free.
There's our first companion here, the Templar. Easily my favorite one, favorite companion. It's pretty versatile.
Infernal place.
I must kill the Skeleton King.
Then our aims aligned. The cultists dragged me past this glowing pit. What made it? Down this way. There are my weapons. He's free! Do not let him rearm!
Yeah, these guys don't know. Don't even understand. I'm about to fuck their day up so that they can free the Templars so he can start fucking them up. This chest. I don't know why he can't open it himself. I mean, he can fucking wield the spear and shit, but he can't seem to open a fucking treasure chest by himself.
Skeleton King you seek, then you will have to
But I swear he's badass.
John Dar. There is no reason we should hunt alone.
I often prefer to be alone, but I will make an exception for you.
Just blast this guy down. There we go. Bullshit they just got gold for that, but whatever. Can't win them all, I suppose. It's fucking cool. Bunch of dick. It's just the one way.
Black magic bars our way. But the
See ya. See that shit? Jumping jab there.
You were a
It's fucking
Templar,
wicked.
John Dar. How could you succumb to this coven?
The Coven is my brotherhood now. The powers we serve will soon rule this world.
Please forgive me. My vision was clouded by the Coven's evil magic.
Betrayal can never be forgiven. Thank you for
Awesome.
your aid.
Fuck yeah, I want you to follow me. As you can see here, your companions, you get little skill trees here. I usually always go the healing route, because it seems to be usually the best option available at any given time, but it saves my ass a lot, especially for what I'm doing here, so definitely gonna go the healing and stun CC route for my Demon Hunter. Or Templar for my Demon Hunter, I guess.
Not enough hatred. I need more hatred to do that.
Keep killing through.
What foul sorcery is this?
So there's also cool things here. They're not really events or anything. They're just, you know, cool like little side things that are going on.
That was just a taste!
The Crusaders swore an oath to dedicate their lives to the Search. None believed that they would be the one to end the Crusade by finding and cleansing the corruption. They believed the Search ennobled them, that the discipline of their life and journey was the true goal. The Crusader was meant to find meaning in the quest itself.
My hatred is too low.
Just want to find these roll crypts. Get the GTFO. Usually very, I mean, I find myself when I play a lot of these, I'm very objective driven, so a lot of times I will just kind of plow past stuff just so I can get to my objective, but it doesn't always help. I definitely see the value in sitting and clearing. It's more experience, but the way I see it is quest experience is usually a little higher, so if I can blow through those faster, then the more potential XP I get. It's kind of how I like to look at it.
Do you want more?
A lot of these little things you get to break too that like block your way. I mean, it makes it look so much more of a natural environment too. I mean, it's an abandoned temple. I mean, you better believe that someone's barricading some shit off somewhere. Battle, you know, barricading themselves and trying to protect themselves from all the undead down here. There's zombie prepping it really. Here we go. Found the exit. Here we go. Let's find the crypt of the Skeleton King. Probably end my video after this, but let's see what's gonna happen up in this bitch. I mean, I know what's gonna happen, but you, the viewer, might not. If you haven't played it, shame on you if you haven't.
Keep your distance from him. This burden is mine to bear. May death bring peace from your madness, Leoric.
Traitors! Even in death, the armies of Condorus will still obey their king, even if you will not.
I enjoy how they have little cutscenes like that too.
You dare to bring the warmth of life into my tomb?
We shall put you down, Hellspawn!
We have just arrived in Tristram, and I must say, I'm a bit dismayed. This place is a backwater filled with serfs and an ancient broken-down monastery. Hardly fit for the King of Condorus. I cannot fathom why Lazarus...
You will never defeat me!
Correction. I'm gonna fuck your day up, bitch.
The moment you surrendered to madness.
Locks the doors. Kills fucking little army here. Right back at it. Find going into the door right there is probably the best strat, because then just funnels them right there. Can't really go anywhere else, so makes it easy. This fucking shit's getting back together. This giant ass mace to prop himself up. Fat bastard. Kill all these minions off.
Not enough hatred.
Try to zerk him down and kills me at the same time. Shoot a little twirl. Get those last guys off and then keep zerging them.
I have more.
And win. Here you go, crossbow and God knows what else. Lose some toughness, gain some damage and healing. Not a bad trade-off. Yeah, I think that's all there. Alright guys, that concludes, actually you know what, I'll finish this part off. Forgot about this. I'll finish this off and then I'll sign off. While I'm doing this, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Arcade Hack on YouTube. We've got about 5 or so new videos at least every week, and including our podcasts, some WoW videos, some more D3 videos, and yeah, we'll have more to follow hopefully, so make sure you guys subscribe. And I'll just go back down here with the stranger. Cutscene.
I ventured far to find the power behind the fallen star, but it was only a man. He can recall nothing of his strange arrival. Perhaps Cain will be able to find the truth of this matter.
Alright, that concludes our second episode of our D3 hardcore progression. My Demon Hunter. Stay tuned for more episodes, and like I said, make sure you guys subscribe. See ya.